Men don't cry was the rule, was the thing that we were all brought up with.
Right. So guys, welcome to the crying game, the crying captain. That's right. Well, William Shatner. Now, the opening clip you saw is from an interview with Bill Boggs, right around the time of the opening of Star Trek, the motion picture, the one that started it all, right? In the theaters anyway. And during the interview, he goes over William Shatner's life, of course, Star Trek, obviously. And they talk about his new book at the time called Shatner. You know, I didn't know he's written so many. I've never heard of that one. So I'd like to, read it. Shatner. So within the book, William Shatner talks about what he thinks about masculinity, femininity. Oh, and Bill Boggs brings up the idea that fans for years had always taken Kirk and Spock and tried to make them like gay lovers. And of course, Roddenberry didn't really approve. It was fan fiction. So Bill Boggs brought it up. And they were talking about just the idea of masculinity and femininity. And this is what William Shatner has to say about crying and how he thinks it's perfectly okay for guys to cry.
Men don't cry was the rule, was the thing that we were all brought up with.
Right.
But Star Trek, and perhaps myself, had something to do with trying to change that. Men can cry and still be masculine. Why can't you fight as hard and still be moved to tears by something?
Did Captain Kirk ever cry on Star Trek?
Certainly, absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes when I saw the show.
And like you said, particularly in 1969, after his cancer.
Right.
Good time to cry.
And that has...
So, there you go. William Shatner, Captain Kirk himself, cries. And he reminded, Bill Boggs actually said, did Captain Kirk cry on Star Trek? And of course he did, right? I don't think it was many times, though, but obviously in the movies, the next one would be Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, where Spock dies, and we've got a crying Admiral Kirk. And he definitely cries and gets choked up for his friend. So there you go. And this was a real great timing because I was planning to do just a video on crying in sort of science fiction movies in general, just big characters, guys, though, that cry. Because, I love to cry at sad movies. I love to cry at sad songs or TV shows or whatever. I love it. It's a release. It's human. And guys who don't, they really have to look back maybe at their upbringing or something in their lives that said, you can't cry. You're being feminine or weak. I think it's more being weak. Like even when a woman cries, like, buckle up and, wipe away those tears. You can't cry. So there you go. What do you think? Give us your thoughts. Give us your feedback. William Shatner cries. He says it's fine. What about you? Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.